right, howdy people. The title of this video is what makes a GLIA NFT token unique, part one. The big theme of this is going to be on-chain storage. That makes us a lot different from typical NFTs. Part of the reason we did that is we've existed since 2018 when gas prices were a little bit lower. So up on our screen here, we've got a few things. Everything is here for a reason. We've got the Blockbrain website where you see here on our feed, we've got our tokens listed chronologically. Over on my left, I've got a couple terminal windows open. I'll get to those in a second. But yeah, so we have GLIA tokens here on our website, Blockbrain. And GLIA tokens, GLIA means neuron. Sometimes we use the acronym to stand for Globally Linked Intelligent Artworks. So you can see these NFTs on our website. However, the GLIA dApp is built totally in a decentralized manner. So what you're seeing here on Blockbrain is just a convenient interface for it. Really, all this stuff that happens is in the blockchain, and it interfaces with a smart contract, which is what I have pulled up over here. I'll show you that in a second, because I really want to prove how these are totally decentralized, and Blockbrain is just a convenient interface, so these can go on forever. So let's see. So everyone in 2021 who is hopefully watching this video knows what an NFT is, and you might know that a lot of the NFTs that come out today are just a link to a file. However, like I've said, all data for GLIA is stored in the blockchain and can be fetched and rendered from there. And part of the reason is you might be looking at this art and noticing it kind of looks like it's made out of text, and that is true. It is text, and it is called roughly ANSI art, although it has a little bit more colors than ANSI art, which is a style of art that dates back to the 80s bulletin board systems, which we'll call BBSs. And what BBSs were, or are, there are still some around, and we actually have one here to show you in a bit. They were early online systems where people could connect using a terminal, like I've got over here on my left, and a phone line. We are not going to connect via phone line, but let's just go connect using my terminal here to our BBS. And so what I'm typing is I'm typing telnet, then futureland.today, which is the site where the BBS lives, and 2323, which is a port. And I have some encoding settings for my terminal that make things look nice, and I matched them up there. I select a name, just test, doesn't really matter. This is all for the chat stuff, and we're not demonstrating right now. So, I have some commands I can run here. You can see it says token, space number. So if I type token 49, like I see up here, I can see that on my window. If I type, token 45, I have a feeling this one's going to be too wide. Oh, there you go. So you can see it. So all this stuff is able to go back and forth. This image that you're seeing on Blockbrain is a JPEG, but it's just for your convenience. It actually is able to go into this raw data, which makes it into the terminal. So it's kind of a timeless format. If you could send this to your DOS computer, you could view it on your 80s 386 or whatever you had back then. Or maybe you weren't even born then. But great thing about this style is back in the 80s, 90s, we didn't have big fat internet connections, so we had to worry about data. So this actually works great for the blockchain compared to what a lot of other NFTs are, which is just, huge files and links back to those files. These are completely in the ledger. But, we are looking at this through my BBS, so you might not choose to believe me. I think it looks great here. So how do we know that this is truly decentralized? Well, let's take a look here. So I wrote this program here. You can find it up on the public GitHub with documentation. Here's the address up here, and you should be able to look at this code. And this is up here. So if anything ever happens with Blockbrain or someone else wants to build a site, it tells you how to decode a token, and it can be done entirely offline, just using the raw data that we have in the blockchain. So let's go here, which is the Remix IDE. You don't really need to know how to do this, but this just allows me to interact directly with the blockchain. So what you would do to get the data is you have these functions at the bottom, which are blue, which means that they're free and they just basically return data. So we want to get the artwork. Okay, get artwork. So let's just type 9, and then I'm going to get this data back. And my artwork is stored in the blockchain. This is coming back from the blockchain as this value here, the bytes artwork content. So I'm going to copy this to my clipboard. And I'm going to go offline. If you don't believe I'm offline, let's just say I go to CNN.com, no internet. So I have that in my clipboard. I showed you this program over here that I put up so people can decode stuff. And I actually have this program downloaded to my computer, and it's running here. You can see this is just the previous example, but it's running decoding. But I have my clipboard value for token number 9. So token number 9. We have something timeout over here. Oh, because we're not online. Well, what should token number 9 look like? So we run npm run decode, and then we paste whatever we got back from the Remix Ethereum IDE, and that's what it says that token is decoded as. Now I'm not online, so if I go over to my gallery and I try to jump to 9, probably not going to work because we're not online. So let's go back online. So we just decoded this offline using this string of data, which is completely stored in the blockchain, which is the point of this video. So you can see how these are different and probably a little bit more valuable than your typical NFTs. I mean, if you look at it as far as what's really behind them, and that's not even getting into the metadata properties, which we'll discuss in another video. So we're back online. Let's go jump to token number 9, and let's see if that's what it's supposed to be. Now, on Blockbrain, we actually, we optimized this stuff, so we got the JPEG here. But we build it from the blockchain. We can rebuild it. This is really a convenient interface. You can just go fetch it off the blockchain, go offline, paste your data in there. It's totally on chain, so totally decentralized. Very cool. So I think that'll be the end of this video for now. So hopefully by now you have an understanding of maybe not of how it all works behind the scenes as far as this encoded data, but that it can be decoded and that it lives all on chain. If you want to know how that works or build anything off of that, we have our organization up on GitHub, and we're publishing, stuff that helps developers as we go along. So thanks a lot for watching the video, and we'll keep you posted when some new stuff comes up. Thanks. Bye.